Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your girl JoJo, and I'm here with the review for Married to Medicine LA Season 2. I forgot the episode number. Y'all see, this is nighttime, JoJo, so y'all already know what it is. Been a long day. I just watched the show. I don't have that many notes, so hopefully I remember everything. Y'all know how I get, but we're going to jump straight into it because I don't want to hold you guys too long. So we'll start out with the gentlemen since they started the episode out, and then the rest of it deals with the ladies. So we got Hobart and Robert playing pool, and then we got Mac walking in later looking like a whole snack, y'all. And I ain't talking about just a snack. I'm talking about a snack pack, you know, with the pretzels and the apples and the caramel dip. Woo, honey. Dr. Britton, girl, shout out to you and your husband. Okay, I respect you. I respect you. Just a little eye candy, that's all. So when they get together, they're having a conversation about Hobart and his problems that him and Kendra are having. He felt like Kendra came in there and found out somebody was getting a divorce and made it his problem, which he was being dramatic. It wasn't that bad. But he also talks about how he feels like Kendra just kind of wants to dump the baby and go back to work. I feel like she's just trying to ditch our kid. And Robert is just like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Let me stop you right there and let me tell you about a mistake I made a couple of months ago when Shanique was complaining about her job. I basically told her, if you don't like your job, quit. And I had to check myself because I realized that with Shanique, it's a lot of who she is and how she feels is wrapped up in her work. Her work is very important to her. It's meaningful to her. And you'll have to understand that you don't want to get in the way of that for a woman. There are women who are like that. A part of their identity is wrapped up in what they do. And taking that from them would be like taking a piece of them away, basically. She doesn't want to solely always constantly be reliant on me. That is such a big part of who she is, which was good advice. I thought that was good advice coming from Robert. You guys know I try to see both sides of the spectrum, and I still kind of ride behind what I said last week. When a couple sits down and they make an agreement about something, it's no surprise that the person in the union, the other person, expects for their partner to stick to the agreement. That's not a surprise that Hobart expects her to stick to that because I thought we agreed. It is a surprise, however, that they're not able to reach any type of mutual ground when they communicate with one another. And that's because I don't think they're communicating effectively, which is why I was glad that Mac came in and said communication is a major part of it. I've noticed that when Kendra and Hobart speak, they both speak in a defensive manner about what it is they want. So Kendra speaks like, well, I know that I'm a mother, but I just feel like I want to do this. This is such a big part of who I am, and I just need this, I need that. And she kind of speaks on a, why aren't you getting it type of perspective. And then Hobart speaks on a, you're going to have an attitude, you're going to be negative when you come home, you're going to be this, you're going to be that, instead of both of them just speaking to what their fears really are. When Kendra said, and I'm jumping to the end of the episode, that I kind of wasn't built for the stay-at-home mom thing, I thought I could do it, but I couldn't. To me, that was an honest, not a fear, but that was vulnerable. That was honest vulnerability, and I think that's what she needs to bring to Hobart. Look, Hobart, I don't feel like I'm doing a good job at it. I don't feel like it's cut out for me. I actually think I felt better going to work and coming home. I felt happier, and I gained some perspective on that watching Forest Rocks when she was talking about how she actually felt like when she went to work, she was in a better mood because she had time away and she wasn't around, just kids and in the house all day. She was with other adults talking, moving, being productive, and that way when she come home, she's in a better mood because that was her time for herself. I think when you have a different personality, time for yourself looks differently for everybody, and some people, being at work is a part of that. I actually know another lady like that too. And I think Hobart needs to speak from his vulnerable point, which is, I want you to be happy. I want us to be able to have meals and sit down together. And I want you to be in a good mood. And I want you to be around our child. And I want him to know both of us and experience both of us. I don't want him to always be with a babysitter. Like, just speak to what your fears are and your vulnerability is. And I think the conversation will go a lot smoother instead of speaking from they're both, are they offensive or defensive? I don't know, but it's some offensives going on when they talk. So I think that will help their situation greatly. What I didn't really, I wasn't comfortable with the conversation of when Mac was saying, you know, a lot of times women want to be independent and they want to have their careers, especially a black woman. I was just like, let me stop you right there, Mac. Let me stop you right there, Mac. I don't want you on screen speaking for every black woman because Britain likes to do something. Now, granted, we do see a lot of working black mothers. We do see a lot of working single black mothers. But I don't know if y'all checked the census in the last 10, 12, 20, whatever years. But the wealth distribution around here and the household setups is a little different. Okay, it's a little different. Money's a little different in certain areas. So that contributes a lot to why you see so many, but it's not always because they just want to do it. If some of us had a choice, we might do it a different way. So don't speak for all of us. And I'm gonna tell you right now, for this black woman right here, and maybe, you know, a few others who might think like me, as for me and my household, if you want to take care of it, by all means, brother, do so. Okay, we can get these meals off, and this one child ready for school, just one. Okay, I can't. It's one thing if I got one child, but now if I got 3 and 4 and they all following me in Dollar General, then I don't know. I might go to work. I'm playing a little bit, y'all. I wouldn't want 4 children, but shout out to those of you who got them, super moms. Y'all better do it. But yeah, don't speak for all of us because everybody might not want it that particular way. As long as I got me, my biggest thing is security. So as long as I can have a little part-time, maybe a little stay at home just for my own little pot or whatever, because you never know when somebody gonna switch up on you. Right? We learned that from Angela Bassett on Waiting to Exhale. So yeah, as long as I got that, hey, I'm good with it. Okay, call me what you want. Call me what you want. But don't speak for all of us, and don't constantly put that on solely black women, because we already get that a lot with y'all just want to be independent. Y'all don't want no man. Y'all don't want nobody doing nothing for y'all. And that's not 100% true. It's still a lot of us who appreciate the chivalry and the taking care. Even if we are going to work, we still appreciate those other things that come and the other things that a man brings to the table. Like, man, don't be putting on, come on now. I know what you meant though. I know what you meant. I got what you meant, but you just got to be careful with your word and child, because we already fighting some battles around here. But what did y'all think about the situation, and what do you all feel about Kendra and Hobart? I also want to hear from my moms out there. Did you want to go back to work immediately? Did you want to stay at home? And if so, what were your reasons? Because I'd love to learn more. So moving on. The girls go on like the drunk bike or whatever. I forgot what this is called, but it's fun, and you don't really have to. It's a little engine on it, so you got to pedal, but it's not like the whole time. So the girls are on that, and they're riding through the streets, and everything is going good. And Kendra is on the bike, and Jasmine is telling Kendra to pedal harder. You not pedaling hard enough. You not pedaling hard enough, Kendra. Could you pedal a little harder? And this turns into an argument. Kendra is a little tired of Jasmine and telling her what to do. They're on vacation. Everybody else is kind of tired of it too. And Jasmine is just like, well, look, I'm a coach. She told me to be her coach, and she hasn't really been trying. And you was eating vegan pho. You sent me a picture of vegan pho. And Kendra said, it's pho, which it is, which was funny. And Jasmine was just like, well, whatever. So Jasmine ends up getting fired on the whole drunk bike experience, because Kendra has had enough. She feels like Jasmine's just doing a little bit too much. And meanwhile, Lena loses her flip-flop in the street. And them flip-flops look like shower shoes. She could have just left them there. Girl, we'll get you another pair down here to the Old Navy. But, yeah, she tried to lighten the mood, try to make everybody laugh. But the argument continued and ended with Jasmine exiting getting fired from the relationship of being Kendra's coach. With that thing, I saw Jasmine's point a little bit when she said that she felt like Kendra wasn't trying, and that might be true. I don't really know, but I do think that when you start out a diet program or a coaching program with somebody, you do have to take baby steps, and you have to move to their comfort level. I think coming in and just throwing out all the food and taking a cornbread in front of people, and it all might have been a little too extreme for Kendra. You know what I'm saying? And she thought the vegan pho was okay, Jasmine. Like, I would have thought the vegan pho was okay. I wouldn't have known. So I just think their working relationship wasn't going to go together. But it is frustrating if somebody asks you to do something. I'm gonna tell you, have y'all ever been in the Dave Ramsey group on Facebook? Child, when you get in that Dave Ramsey group, you get in there and you ask a question about savings and they don't feel like the question is legitimate. Them folks in that Dave Ramsey group will tell you about yourself. They'll be like, if you can afford coffee, then you should be able to afford your kids' college tuition. You shouldn't be buying coffee every day. That's what it reminded me of. Like, if you ask us for something, we gonna give it to you. That's what Jasmine gives me. But that working relationship don't work for Kendra. So let's just go ahead and separate. I think that'll be for the best. I think Kendra needs baby steps for her dieting and coaching plan. And Jasmine is very much, we going all the way, we going hard, or we not going at all. And yeah, that ain't, those two not gonna work for each other. So then we move on. They're gonna go to dinner, and it's a label party, so you have to wear your best labels, honey. You gotta slay the scene, okay, or whatever. So let's talk about these labels. So Jasmine is going to get back at Lena by wearing her own brand, her whatever her housing market thing is. She gonna wear her own shirt, honey, because that's how she gonna get back at Lena, you know, with the he. I don't know. Fine. Jasmine really is going for the ratings on this show. Shanique had on like a glittery sequin and the knee-high boots. I think Shanique is so fun. And I would love to go out of town with Shanique because Shanique is my type of party. Then we had Imani. Imani said she had on some Valentino, I think. And she had on like some gold. She looked good. She had some, maybe some Louboutins or whatever, however you say it. She looked good. Y'all know who came to slay the scene, don't you? Y'all know who came to slay the scene, don't you? Britton. Okay, she had on that skirt. That skirt was gorgeous. She had her hair braided back. I don't know if I like those braids or not, but we're going to she looked good overall. Kendra had on her Versace. Kendra was doing it, you know, for the new mothers. And then Lena... Now, Lena, I don't want to get on here, and especially since I'm not always, you know, well-dressed, I don't want to get on here and discuss some choices. But I'm going to just say, it was your idea to wear labels for dinner. But then you yourself show up in a t-shirt. Now, granted, I think it was a Versace t-shirt, but it's a t-shirt. And then you had on the skirt, and the skirt wasn't ugly, and I'm sure the skirt was, you know... very much designer down. I don't know what it was. But the skirt, the whole look was giving me church fashion show. And then she forgot her shoes. So she had to wear flip-flops. I would have been like, no, ma'am. It wasn't nobody in that house you could borrow some shoes from. You and Imani look like y'all got the same size foot. Because y'all have borrowed... Anyway, child. They get to the table. They compare labels. Then they start talking about gifts, okay? Lena was aggravated that Jasmine wore the t-shirt. I would have paid it, all right? I wouldn't have cared about Jasmine wearing that t-shirt. I wouldn't have known what it was. I would have seen the LS on her shirt and been like, oh, she got on the LS shirt. I don't know who that is. Lauren somebody? I don't know all the designers. I wouldn't have cared. But it got under Lena's skin a little bit. Then they start talking about the gifts, and Shanique is like, well, you know, I gave you money, I gave you the penis, and maybe, you know, it was a lot of penis, and maybe it was a little bit too big for you. And I was just like, where is this conversation going? Because it's kind of shady. So what are we really doing? Imani was like, oh, I can speak for myself. I said, okay, Imani girl, you could have handled it. So all of that to say, Shanique didn't like her gift. She doesn't understand why she got an air horn. And Britton tried to get in it and say, you know, no matter what you get, you supposed to take it. Yeah, Britton, that's fine if somebody, a coworker, give you a gift and, you know, it was a $20 limit and some BS, but, you know, you ain't gonna say nothing but thank you. But stay back, okay? Just stay back out of this one because we all agree that the gift was kind of shady, right? I think the gift was shady. Everybody was giving out gag gifts. They were. Everybody was giving out some type of gag gift, which there's nothing wrong with that part of it. But if it's a gag gift, just own it. Imani was trying to make it seem like she was doing something deep, which made it look even furtherly, that's not a word, but it even furtherly made it look shady that she gave it to her because she started talking about a siren and when people wanted to hear the call and all this other stuff. Like, Imani, you kind of meant it in a shady, funny way. So I just wish you would have just went with it instead of trying to be deep. I mean, everybody got kind of like a ha-ha gift. And I didn't even think Jasmine's gift was bad. I thought that gift was kind of cool, actually. So I'm not really sure why Jasmine felt the need to get some get back, but whatever. But Shanique didn't like the air horn. And so she was like, I'm going to give you your penises back and you give me my air horn back. And then that's going to be the end of that. So, fine. What I will say about this show is that I like that the beefs are short, to the point, and 5 minutes later, everybody getting along. I know some people will probably see it as fake, but it's a relief to not carry on a beef for 4 and 5 episodes, because I'm really getting too old for that, y'all. Getting too old to do it and watch it. So then, Dr. Britton, now this is where I'm glad you stuck your right foot in the game, Dr. Britton, because that gift, that siren gift thing, I wanted you to hush. But this, oh girl, you did this. Okay, while Jasmine is going on and on about how the gift was good because you ain't had no D in 5 years and you ain't had this, and Imani is like, whoa. Now, I told y'all my business. I told y'all stuff that I didn't even want to reveal. And I opened up to you because y'all wanted me to open up to you, and I needed to open up. And I think Imani's point was, I'm opening up to you, and now you kind of throwing that back at me like I'm not going to open up no more. But before we could get to that, Britton said, well, I mean, she opening up to you, and I feel like, Jasmine, we don't know nothing about you or your husband. We get to tell you everything. We tell you all about our lives and our husband. You know all my business. And I got to call your man by his first initial. I was just like, come on. I drink coffee with a straw because it stains your teeth. And yes, I'm drinking coffee this time of night. I got stuff to do. But yeah, come on, girl. Give us the tea. What's up with that? And I'm going to say, Jasmine was a little defensive. And she explained herself well, or as best as she could. But did y'all notice that there was some emotion behind it? I don't ever want to speak problems on anybody's relationship because I'm not that girl. But did y'all notice there was emotion behind Jasmine talking? A couple of times I saw her doing like this. I don't know if she was about to cry, but there was emotion. She said, there are times where I would love for him to be out. Everybody's husbands are there, and I would love for y'all to meet him. But when I try to invite him out, he says, nope, I'd just rather be here with y'all. He doesn't want to come out. Is it a little mean? Is it a little rude? Yes. I don't like it, but what am I supposed to do? And she says she will do better with opening up in the meantime. But I saw the emotion. Let me know if y'all saw it. I saw emotion behind her words. I think she's tired of not being able to have the full housewife experience. But why is she so loud, though? You know what I'm saying? Like, you need to be causing as little attention on yourself as possible if you don't want to reveal the tea. Y'all remember this is the problem that Lisa Nicole Cloud used to have. Except for Lisa Nicole Cloud used to lie, and I think they were aggravated by her lies. But Lisa used to sit around and soak up the information, but when they asked her questions, she wouldn't have nothing to say. And y'all remember how they did Lisa. So, Jasmine, you don't want to be the one now. But, yeah, Jasmine, I saw some emotion behind it. She even took her shirt off to distract us. And I said, baby, them titties not going to distract me. Answer the question. Honey, we want to know. All right, let me move on. I done talked about that too long, too. Okay. So, we go to the drag show. The drag show is fun. It's money being tossed. It's money going inside of places, you know. Kendra is getting the most money. It's an older crowd, but it still seems like it's a good time. Imani, get on the mic and let us know she just paid her titties off. I said, kudos for you, girl. And then she said, you know, one day if you're an artist successful, then you will have enough money to pay to look like this too. I said, girl, from your lips to God's ears. I would love to be able to get a body like that, even if I do got to pay a little coin. So, once they leave the drag show, apparently everybody was drunk. Okay, at 3 o'clock in the morning, Lena and Jasmine and Lena, Shanique, and Jasmine are in the hot tub at 3 in the morning eating chicken, which is, you know, that's my kind of party. But then they also was some other things going on that's not quite my type of party. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Little some of that action going on. But they were in the hot tub doing that and having a good time. And at that point in time, it seems that Lena and Jasmine came to some clarity on each other. That Jasmine said she is defensive. And Lena was like, I feel like you're opening up. So they kind of reach an agreement and understanding. When they get to breakfast, they all talking about how drunk they were. We got to see some more flashbacks. And they start talking about the holidays. Jasmine, again, I'm telling you, this girl, you would think she worked for Carlos King. Jasmine is just like, well, Imani, I feel like you're always telling us that you're going to be okay, and 2020 this, and it's just new, and everything's good, and it's new this, and it's new that, and you put on a front, but you're actually not okay. And I am going to keep asking you and keep being there and I got what Jasmine was trying to say. I do think Imani can be closed off. I do think it can be hard to read Imani. But I think the best thing to do with a personality type like Imani's is let her come to you. Check in, and then let her come to you. Do not pester her. Do not bother her. Because some people who deal with their emotions in their own way, when you start to bother them, they will completely shut down and they will not answer your phone calls. So just let her deal with her emotions the way she has to. It appears that being around them helped lift her spirit. She was crying one minute, and then she felt like a weight had been lifted off the next, and that's wonderful. That is really good. What else did they end up talking about at the table? Was that it? Shanique asked how she can support her, which I thought was a very sweet question. I feel like Shanique is always, she's sweet most of the time. Shanique had on some booty shorts, I forgot to mention, and Jasmine is just like, child, looking at her like she a hoochie, and Shanique is like, I never wear stuff like this, and Jasmine said, well, why do you own it? She said, I don't know. I just wanted to feel young. I said, oh, Shanique. I think Robert need to take Shanique out of town, okay, and let her get her hot girl summer on. It could be a good time for both him and her. Okay, so I think you need to take Shanique somewhere without the kids. Take her on to Jamaica. Let her get a twerk session in. I guess I can look at the two of y'all and tell that that's going to be a good time. And the shorts look good on her. I wasn't mad. I mean, if you're going to have your booty out, shoot. Do it around your girls for breakfast. So, later they're having their own separate conversations. Imani and Shanice are talking. And Imani was there for Shanique, when she was talking about starting a new career and how nervous she was and how guilty she feels about not being around as much for Robert and the kids. But the good thing is Shanique's children are a little bit older. And Shanique's children are quite wise, girl. You might as well bring them on to the real estate deals with you. They might help you land the deal. Especially the little boy. But they have a conversation about it. And Imani's just like, look, you got the support of your husband. Your family is riding behind you. Now is your time. Just do it. Just do it. Just go for it. And we all have feelings of guilt. But you can do it. You can go for it. You can do it. So she's supportive of her. Then we got Britton and Kendra, and I forgot, was it Jasmine? I think it was Jasmine. They are talking about Kendra going back to work. And Kendra's just like, well, basically, they getting the contracts together and I'm signing. Okay, I'm going back to work. And see, that's my problem. That is the biggest problem I have with Kendra is not only did she sneak and do interviews, sneak and start drawing up contracts, but now she's about to just sign it. And so it's just like, what was the point of even bringing it up to him if you was going to do what you wanted to do regardless? You know what I'm saying? Like, the communication is she got to get that. You got to get that together, Kendra. I feel you. I feel you want to go back to work, but you gotta really have a conversation with your husband about the implementation of you going back to work and what you all are going to do to make sure that certain things don't happen within your marriage. And your family, because you got a whole family unit now. So let's talk Kendra. But yeah, that was really it. Britton and Jasmine start advising her about that, so I think that'll be good for them. And we're gonna see what happens on next week. It's the season finale already, so yeah, it came upon us quick. But thank you guys for watching, and I always appreciate it. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all for the next one. All right, bye.